And just as I start the video, lawnmowers start running all over the neighborhood. Shut up, lawnmower. Seriously, shut up. From the noisiest neighborhood in the known universe, welcome to Smoky Goodness. Today, a highly requested video. Many years ago, German and Russian settlers arriving in Kansas brought with them a traditional dish that they called the birack. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And in 1949, savvy business entrepreneurs here in Nebraska decided to take this birack and create something that has ever since been a favorite, a staple around here, called the Runza. And the first Runza restaurant was actually called Runza Hut, and sadly that first Runza Hut location, the old building has been torn down. That old iconic building should have been on the National Register of Historic Buildings or whatever it's called. They tore it down. Progress had to move on, I guess, out there. Anyway, make a long story short, we're doing Runzas today. And even though we've done these on another channel here on YouTube many years ago, a channel that, although it is still up, it is basically invisible from the rest of the internet. We're doing them here on Smoky Goodness. Highly requested. People are asking about them all the time. I have friends who've written to the company saying, would you please expand out to so-and-so area? They're not doing it. They're staying regional right here in a 4-state area. We'll get everything out here. We'll get going. Stick around, Herb. That's a smile of approval. Start off with some graniteware. Here we're going to start off with one large sweet Vidalia, however it's pronounced, onion. We're just going to sweat these down just for a moment before we add in not 1, but 2 pounds of 80/20 ground chuck. All right, while that's cooking down, I'm going to chop up a head of cabbage here.
Slide the cabbage.
And for slicing up the cabbage, you don't want to add it right away. You don't want to lose all that flavor and get it too wilty. So just as the ground beef and onion mixture begins to brown up nicely is when we'll add this cabbage to the mix. And we'll cook that down until the cabbage starts to soften up and release its flavor.
It's fun to cut it.
It's a lot of fun to cut. And we are using a whole head of cabbage for this because we are using 2 pounds of ground beef. And yes, we are feeding a lot of people. A little bit of salt. Little bit of pepper, of course. All right, this is about the consistency you want of your cooked ground beef and onions. To that, we're adding a whole head of cabbage, finely chopped. All right, I'm going to cook this down until just as the cabbage begins to get a little soft and moist and release its flavor or whatever. And then the fun begins. It'll be, I guess, stage 3 of this process, so stick around. So at this point, we're going to pull this right off. And we're gonna let it sit here for a little while we get our happy little dough ball. And while we get our happy little dough ball, put the lid back on here. I'm gonna let this drop in temperature down to about 375 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what we're gonna need to finish stage 3 of tonight's process. Introducing our happy little dough ball. This is not processed artificial cheese. This is real mild, not mild, it's medium cheddar, cut from the block. Yeah, Runza is really versatile. You can put anything you want on them. Some sauteed mushroom and Swiss cheese. You've got a Swiss cheese Runza. You can add the cheese and some dill pickles. You can make a, maybe some sliced onion. You got a cheeseburger Runza. Let's get them on the grill. The grill is running at about 350 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, about 175 Celsius. We're going to let it ride right there for about 20 to 25 minutes. It is going to rock. Beer rock, actually. All right, 25 minutes has gone by. Oh, yeah. I flipped them around a little bit, flipped the pan around a little bit. Come here, you. Ladies and gentlemen, a Runza. Ooh, it's hot too. But how does it taste there, Mr. Smoky Goodness Guy? Find out. That's a Runza. This is exactly a Runza. Shut up, Hawk. We're eating.
There was a hawk.
That's not a hawk, that's a crow.
We made the dough perfectly, really good.
And we didn't show it on camera because, who doesn't know how to make dough, right?
H.O.T. brother.
Perfect. Barracks. No, Barracks. Barack? No, this isn't the president. Beer rocks. People in Kansas call these beer rocks. Beer rocks. Hey, it's beer rocks.
Wow, this is the coolest thing ever!